We're at the Oregon Historical Society in the Cultural District in downtown Portland, where you'll find an exhibition called Oregon Rocks. It is a tribute to all the rock and roll bands through the years: Kingsmen, Paul Revere and the Raiders, New Shoes, and Quarter Flash. That and so much more. Welcome, everybody. This is Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Ken Ackerman. Well, instead of running away with a circus, you may want to consider flying away with the performers. What do I mean? Well, let's ask Jenn Cohen. She's the Circus Project Executive Director. Can I call you that?
Executive Director, Artistic Director, Founder.
Artistic Director,
got a
everything.
Whole slew you can choose from.
So when I think of a circus, and when people, I would imagine, think of a circus, we're thinking elephants and clowns and juggling and zebras. This is not the circus we're talking about, are we?
No, circus has changed really an enormous amount over the last few years. I mean, the last decade, really. So we don't have any animals in our circus except for my dog, who occasionally likes to perform. But we are all humans, and we do really a combination of circus and theater and music and dance. So we're really integrating a lot of different disciplines. And it's more, I would say that the work we do is more along the lines of what you would see in something like Cirque du Soleil, although it's more intimate than that.
Now, when I say fly away with the circus, a lot of this is aerial acrobatics, right?
Yeah, we do aerial acrobatics, we do floor acrobatics, partner acrobatics, we do dance, and we do theater, because my personal view is that if you can't actually relate to the performer, then it's not as interesting. So every person who studies with us, aerial or acrobatic, also studies theater, so they can learn actually how to be a performer, not just do amazing tricks and look pretty.
How do you engage with the audience?
Well, most of our shows are actually very interactive, from either doing things where we have the stages in the audience or performers actually interacting with the audience. And we also have no third wall when we're working like that. So we're having a direct relationship with the audience themselves and bringing them through the journey with us. So,
now, you started your interest in the circus when you were 13.
Right.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, I got an early start. It was very random. My grandparents took us on a family reunion to Club Med. That was in Sandpiper, Florida, I believe. And they had a flying trapeze program. And I tried it once, and I just fell absolutely in love. I would sit by the trapeze at night and just watch the empty trapeze and imagine myself flying. And then went home to Chicago, where I grew up, and there was no circus at all then. Now there's like circus everywhere. But so I went to the library and got out all the books I could and just read about circus, because that was as close as I could get. So,
now when we're talking about aerial acrobatics, I've seen some where they're hanging from it's not ropes, it's more curtains. Fabric.
Yep, aerial fabric.
Now, is that what we're talking about?
We do a lot of different aerial apparatus. We do aerial fabric, we do aerial hoop, which is like a metal hoop. We do trapeze, which is a static trapeze on 2 points, and spinning single point trapeze. And then we also create new apparatus for different shows. And we teach classes as well, so you could actually come try out any of these.
Well, that's what I was going to get to. Now, who is eligible? What age groups are you talking about starting out with this aerial acrobatics?
Right. So we have 3 different programs. One is our public classes, and that we teach anywhere from 6-year-olds up through 100 plus. We haven't had somebody 100 yet, but there's no reason we couldn't. Yes, so, and then we have acrobatic classes and aerial classes beginning through professional levels. And then we have a big part of our mission is outreach, and we do a lot of outreach to homeless and at-risk youth. And within that outreach program, we have 3 different programs, so that we're able to work with kids with really varied attention spans and abilities. And then we have our professional performance troupe as well. So there's always a niche for somebody in the circus.
And when do you perform?
Well, we have a big benefit show coming up on December 2nd at the Crido Ballroom, and that is our year-end show, and we work basically all year with our training company for homeless youth, and we also bring in all these incredible guest artists for that show. So this year we're doing the Odyssey theme, the really fun adaptation, bringing in lots of circus performers and theatrical actors and musicians, and that's going to be December 2nd at the Crido.
All right, and when we're talking to the Crido, we're talking about the Portland Art Museum.
Yes, thank you.
Jenn Cohen, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate your time. Good luck.
It's been great.
Thank you for being with us on Comcast Newsmakers. For the crew here, I'm Ken Ackerman. Make it a great day.